Hey, good morning, everyone. Morning, Juan. Hey, Thomas. Yes, sir. Yes, sir, it is. Good morning, Hamish. What's up, Toad? Good morning, Candlestick. Got a nice overnight move here. Oh, interesting. We're not over yesterday's high on the Nasdaq. Nasdaq not nearly as strong as S&P right now. Hey, Lost. Good morning. Haven't seen you in here in a while. Probably because you've been lost. Would only make sense. Lost at work. Oof, that's the worst type of lost. Thomas, I'm looking at your question here. What do I think of the market recently? Is it different than a year ago, or is it usually like that? In what way? The market, yeah, I mean, always has kind of cycles through different phases. Trend days, range days, volatile, up and down, kind of crazy days. So there's all the above in pretty much every year. But maybe if you have something more specific, I'd be happy to answer. Sax guy, what's going on? What's going on? Not a lot of setups, more rangy than mixed trading. Yeah, trend, you're not going to get a trend day every day. That's just not, definitely not how it works. Lots of range days, that just happens. The market doesn't go straight up or straight down. So it'll go up for a while and then consolidate, go up again, you know, in a bullish market. Yeah, you're always going to get a mixed bag of trend days and range days, mixed days. And I wouldn't say there have been few setups. Yeah, I think there's still plenty of setups to trade. Mike G says, watching the kids while watching your stream. All right. All right. Have them tune in. Maybe they'll learn a thing or two. What's up, kids? Have you heard of trading? Get them young, yeah. Morning, all those just jumping in. What is the news today? Great question, Mike. Wednesday the 7th. We do have a little bit of Fed speak, not until 11 a.m. There is a bond, the 10-year bond auction at 1 p.m. Wednesdays, as always, there's crude oil inventories at 10:30. So if you're trading crude oil, definitely watch out for that. That's pretty much it. Actually, there is several other auctions going on at 1. So there's the 10-year, 17-week bill, 10-year note. So yeah, 1 p.m. I would say there's going to be some volatility, but other than that, nothing crazy. Earnings, of course, we're still in earnings season. And who is reporting today? Let's see here. Before the open today, we have Uber, CVS, Roblox, Alibaba. Those are the main ones. And then after the close today, you got Disney, you got PayPal, L. So if you're trading those tickers, definitely watch out. I don't think it's going to have a major impact on the market. Again, we already got through all the mega cap tech stocks, and those are the primary market movers lately. So yeah, that's where we're at news-wise. It is nice to see this move up overnight. However, that is creating a gap on the S&P that will likely be filled. So we don't want to chase a runaway trend after the market opens. And the Nasdaq again is not even to yesterday's high. It doesn't even have a gap yet. Hey Tom, good morning. Yes, I manifested that Apex sale. Isn't that crazy? I was just talking about that yesterday, and it is back 80% off, man. Crazy move here on the ES, still going. Got a secondary channel that's pretty easy to identify. Nasdaq is just about to hit that high from yesterday. Hello, good people. What's up, Fury? We got 7 minutes to the open. So far, no signs of slowing down here on the S&P. We're very close to that 5,000 level. Now, that's going to be a psychological level. I would not trade right into that. Those whole numbers, I'm sure you're well aware, can cause significant reactions. But until we get there, I would be interested in a long. Definitely confirmed channel here. Spike up secondary channel. If we can come down, pull back to the EMA, I would be interested in a long for sure. Yeah, good call out, Fury. Friday's high, which was also the all-time high, and another level to watch for sure. We are coming up on that. I do think we are this close to those levels. It would make sense that we would hit them. Mark that out on the Nasdaq too. I believe that's the all-time high for the Nasdaq. Double check. Actually, no. 24th, I have no idea when that happened though. That was during the cash session. See if I can load more days and check that out. Oh, yes, Toad. I like where your head's at. What will happen at the all-time high? What will happen at the all-time high, folks? Will we continue higher? Will we crash and burn? What's going down? Jeez Louise, I can't even scroll back and see enough of the Nasdaq, so we're just gonna go with that level from February 2nd. Just look at that other price, 17,792. I don't know if that's the all-time high or not. Not sure if it happened after hours, but it's something. We'll put it on the chart. Ooh, Nasdaq spiking above yesterday's high, above that potential. Let's see, what was this? Monday's high, I think. No, Friday's high. Massage it gently, then fall away. I think that fits under crash and burn. We'll call that under crash and burn. We are split decision right now between going higher and crashing and burning. Get your votes in, folks. The market's gonna open. No hindsight. We're touching the all-time high now. There is the market open. We are good to go. And you have a slightly higher saying that we continue higher. Big rejection on the Nasdaq. I do think that is the all-time high. I think the other line, that was like pre-market or something. But yeah, big red candle there. Big reaction. And the S&P is right at that level. See if we get to that 5K area. We're consolidating right around that all-time high. We haven't touched that 5K level yet. I kind of feel like we're gonna at least test that before we go anywhere. Nasdaq does have second entry possibly setting up, but I don't like it coming right off that level. It's a little bit risky. Otherwise, it looks good. Nice clean 2 legs, bullish bar right at the EMA. You can risk it if you want. Sometimes you got to risk it for the biscuit, but I just don't like it coming off the high and potentially that all-time. All right, we are down to the EMA on the S&P. Again, I am not excited about buying this, coming right off that all-time high with the rejection. Those of you who said crash and burn, it looks like you are going to be more right here. Yeah, Toad, I really don't, just for that reason, coming off that. If this was any time else, I would easily take it, but not coming off that, not coming off the all-time high with a gap overnight. High likelihood that we come down and fill this gap. Yeah, Mike, I'm sure you could hear the Thinkorswim noises background. Not sure how to turn those off. This is a pretty nice candle right here, folks, if you are interested. It ticked lower. This is like a double trap. Ticked lower, coming back, finishing potentially bullish. You might risk it. You might risk it. I personally just can't do it coming off that all-time high level. If you did enter on that one setup, You're gonna have to ride this out. Is not launching up. I also wouldn't be shorting here either because, yeah, I mean, again, this could launch higher. You never know. It's just best to hold off at these really key daily levels. Yeah, there is a bit of a divergence. Nasdaq showing some weakness here off of those key areas below the EMA currently. Meanwhile, the S&P looks like it might make another shot. A higher low here would definitely be tempting. The Nasdaq continues to drop. Yeah, no dice. Headed lower. So now we should watch for that gap fill. The EMA did not hold. Coming directly off of the all-time high. We have a major gap between prices and yesterday's high. So I am expecting probably for that to get filled at this point. Maybe an overshoot on the NAS. Yeah, I'm gonna need to see some more action to be really confident one way or the other. This is very tempting to go long here if it weren't for where we are on the daily chart, all this action. Morning, Archer. Zero for the week, eh? Well, good patience on your part. Waiting for the good stuff. I've definitely had some good setups this week. There have been some long periods of waiting. And look at it. Yesterday, it just straight up rained the entire day. Crazy. Yeah, I agree, Tom. No follow through from the sellers yet, but give it time. The more we get into that gap, the more they're going to gain confidence. Then buyers are going to start giving up, and it's going to trigger stops. Yeah, this could get ugly pretty fast. Here we go. We're into that gap. Expecting it to get filled. We'll see if this is actually an overshoot or if we need to redraw our channel on this spike down. We'll find out soon enough. Mike, that is definitely a hard situation. You wait a long time for an A+ setup, take it, and then it fails. And yeah, that is the reality of trading. So this is ultimately a game of probabilities, and even the best setups fail sometimes. So that can be hard to deal with emotionally. Like, dude, I waited so long for this. Why didn't it work? And frustration and can enter in, doubt can enter in. That's definitely a tricky situation. Very important to understand your edge and be able to trust it, even when you get losers. You know that over the course of time, it will end up profitable. Yeah, exactly, Archer. Not that I've ever counted cards in blackjack, but you know. Again, possible overshoot on the NAS, but not quite acting like it. Could just be this wider channel. We'll see. Kind of a tricky area. Sellers are not really gaining a lot of momentum. But I do think the gap will be filled. Yeah, this has all the signs of a gap fill. Overextended move on the daily. Had tested the all-time high, immediate rejection. Double top, lower high. 5-minute chart, we're stacking reds. Big gap below. So I think we go down there. The gap being towed yesterday's high of day. So it's at 497825. So I do think that is where we were headed. Then maybe after that we can go try to get a new high again. So you should short. Look at the Nasdaq has like a mountain going on. Got a mountain peak. This could easily turn into a head and shoulders right here below this level. Ah! We'll see, the market's making another attempt at this. Nasdaq especially looking pretty strong. Back in some greens. If you look at a 5-minute chart, it definitely doesn't look great. Mixed candles on the Nasdaq. The first green candle on the ES. Potential failed short above the EMA. Yep, if you're bullish and you want to trade that, it could be coming up. Oh, maybe not now. We're getting too high. But either way, this looks like a great trading day. Looks like we're going to get some action one way or the other, which is awesome. And perfect timing with Apex's 80% off sale. Perfect time to get a bunch of accounts. I think there's going to be a lot of trading opportunities today, and I called it, didn't I? For those of you who were tuning in yesterday, I was like, there's going to be another sale here. And sure enough, 80% off is back. Great deal if you're interested. You've been waiting, been holding through the 71% off, waiting for a better deal. Here it is. This reverses here on the Nas. This will really seal the fate for that gap fill. This will be oops, sorry, I am muted. Was I muted when I was saying I told you so on the Apex sale? Did you guys hear that rant? Or was I muted for that? Did my rant get cut off? We heard it, okay. Just want to make sure you know that I was right. We're back above the EMA. Headed up to that all-time high again. Right, Nasdaq turning down, ES turning down. This is going to seal that fate for the gap fill. So that is where we're headed, ladies and gentlemen. Look out below. Hello to 4978. Here we come. So yeah, this could be, you know, I have a decent spot risk reward wise. Play a gap fill. I'm not personally going to do it, but this level, if you're targeting the gap fill, your stop could go above the high a day. That would make for a pretty good risk to reward. Or vice versa, if you actually think that we are going to get an all-time high before that gap fills, you could target that. 1-to-1 risk right there. That's a pretty decent structure as well. So it really depends on your bias and what you think's going to happen. Or, like me, you can wait for something a bit more clear to set up. We did have a mountain peak on the Nasdaq. Right here is like Mount Everest. Now we got a mountain range. You know, you have this tiny little mountain in the background. Got this little fella right here. Developing a whole entire range. Got the Himalayas going on. And the mountain ranges are the special mountain range box. Beautiful. We're also seeing a rally in gold, and I believe it just made high. On the short side, the Russell has been trending downwards. I don't necessarily like a short because it's right at a previous swing low support, but look for that maybe throughout the day to continue downwards. Nice, Thomas. Up on the music, I love it. One of these days we're just gonna sneak in a Thomas Guy song. I won't even say anything. It'll just pop in there. Nice and casual. Nasdaq still working that support, using to test the upper end of this range. So I do think we will likely go down. The S&P doesn't have a clear range, but we are getting lower highs and lower lows. I think we continue down here as well, as I have said. There's not really a lot of conviction one way or the other, which causes me to think we will drift lower. But yeah, we're really seeing kind of a deadlock here between the bulls and the bears. Bulls have the slight advantage. Come on, SPY, do something here. What is this crap? Look at this. Can't trade that. Looks like a EKG. It is indeed getting wedgy out there, Tom. Very wedgy indeed. I will be very surprised if we don't fill that gap, though. As far as news for the rest of the week, we really don't have much except for bond auctions. And we do have unemployment claims tomorrow. It'll do, you know, throw in a couple volatile candles. It's not going to cause a rally or a sell-off or anything. And again, earnings, there's nothing crazy enough, I don't think, to really get the market going. Not mega cap tech stocks or anything. Okay, Nasdaq is back up to above yesterday's high. This other line I got going on there. I have two lines there. Oh, that's the range. Yeah, coming up to what I think is the all-time high on the Nas. Double check. Yeah, we are above it, I believe. We are making a new all-time high on the Nasdaq as we speak. So new all-time high on the Nasdaq. We will see if it gains traction. S&P is testing it right now. There's the new all-time high and above 5K psychological level. No surprise that it's bursting up there. But we'll see if it holds or if we get a reversal. Nasdaq looking beautiful. Look at that. Gorgeous, gorgeous move. This can hold. If this level can hold and it comes back and tests support, we are in for a wonderful day. We might get a bullish trend and maybe even something we can ride for a long period of time. Lots of people got stopped out indeed. Indeed, Thomas. Hence the massive push up fueled by stops. All right, so if we can come back and hold that 5K level, I think we'll be good to go for longs. So looking at that right there, see if that holds. You need to be cautious here. Above that 5K level, you don't want to chase this just because we made a new all-time high. This could easily be reversed still. You do want some confirmation that this is going to hold. And there's the move higher. Wow. Never even tested that 5,000 level. So now we do have a break and a new high of this channel. Move up, break, new high. Maybe this is where we can come down and test that 5K level. Still need to give this some time to hold. On the 5-minute chart, we only have basically like one big green candle, and might be tested, might come down and test. I mean, it would be absolutely shocking if it did not test 5K before moving higher. Just got to be patient. Just got to be patient here. This is not a move you want to chase, but it could definitely give us some great opportunities if we just wait. I don't think there's a possibility of a bigger channel just yet. Maybe if you go into yesterday's action, you'd find this. I don't know if that works on the 2K chart. This is the 10K. Interesting. Let's see if we can find that. Doesn't look bad. May prove to be accurate. We'll give it time. or how strong this move is. Not getting much movement. Not a lot of candles formed. Not a ton of volume. And to push higher, so it does look like we have the secondary channel working. And I think we are solid to start taking some longs here. So we can pull back. Might be interested. Thomas is asking, do we have a confirmed secondary channel on the daily? Interesting. Check it out. Definitely looks like it. What a move, man. What a crazy move. All the way from October, just non-stop. Non-stop. Candlestick asking if ES is one bigger channel. Yeah, I was just touching on that. Could be from yesterday's low. But I don't know. There's a lot of weird empty space in there. Moral of the story is we're going up. That's the moral of the story. All right, Nasdaq. Okay, yes, let's give us a pullback. Not too hard to ask for. Measly little pullback. Give us an opportunity. I switched to just one larger channel, the NAS. See if that like mega channel is available here. I don't think so. Overshooted that. Play this one. That looks pretty decent on the ES too. I think we'll rock it. Okay, we may start to get a pullback here. Yeah, candlestick. I agree. It's hard to trade when we're just going vertical. All right, I think I'm going to have to try out a long here. Move's just too strong to ignore. Starting to get a pullback here. Looking at the NAS as well. If we even touch the EMA, might not even get it. Ninth floor, good morning, good morning. Calling out a measured move, let's check it out. Hello. pretty much to the tick. Bummer. It throws a little doubt onto my trade idea. Don't do that. I don't want that. Okay, ES coming up on the EMA. Like it's gonna rocket through it. I'm gonna give this a minute. Let's see if there's a measured move on the S&P too. No, I appreciate ninth floor. Appreciate you calling that out. Close to it. Didn't touch it, but very close to it. We're gonna give this a sec to correct. To get a bigger correction here. Nasdaq's not even back to the EMA, so I'm gonna kind of wait for that to happen. Watching the NAS closely. Looks like it has some more room to correct. Just waiting for signs that this correction is going to be over. Looking for a bullish bar or something on both tickers. EMA starting to perhaps hold on the NAS. I'm gonna give her a whirl. Entered on the S&P. So we're long there. Hopefully the NAS can correct and fill our order here. Got filled on the Nasdaq. Hopefully this correction isn't too big. We do have a bit of room for it to work out, but we'll see. The push up was definitely pretty extended, so is a bit risky, I would say, but I think worthy of a shot. Do you have a little bit smaller positions on this, so gives me the option to add if it starts confirming, and if I take a loss on it, it will not be too bad. Come on, Nas, get above that EMA. Let's go, baby. All right, baby. Like that move above the EMA on the Nasdaq. Candles are getting a little whippy. Might get my order out of the way if we get close to it. I wouldn't want to miss out on a full-fledged rally. NQ struggling at the EMA. Not a great sign for us. No need to be scared, Thomas. I've defined my risk ahead of time. I'm totally fine taking a loss on these trades. No big deal. Nasdaq a little bit stronger than the S&P. If it could finish on its freaking high for one of these candles, it could help the S&P go up, but that's not a good candle there for us. We're just hanging out right around my entry. There we go. Candle finishing on its high. That's a helpful sign on the NAS, and the S&P is starting to get close to my entry. Nice. Back on the NAS, it looks like it's going to work out first. If it does, of course, there is no guarantees. Get my order way out of the way in case it launches up. Want to see another green candle closing on its high. No bearish hammers here. Come on. Not the best, but that'll do. Your bars look different? Oh boy. I haven't reloaded my charts today, so I'm going to do that right now. Maybe our bars will start to look the same. Boom. Get my order out of the way on the S&P just in case. Nasdaq is getting very close to that high. I will start trailing my stop once we get there. If we get there, I should say. No guarantees, of course. Want to see more green bars closing on their highs. Especially on the NAS, you got some wicks right here. We got to get above that area. Contemplating whether or not to move my stop up or to continue to let it have room. Talking Feds in 12 minutes. Oh, wonderful. Wonderful. Always love that. Always love some good Fed speak to mess up a trade. Possible failed second entry short. That's very true, Thomas. Nice. I like that. I like that close on the Nasdaq. That bar. Getting whippy out there. Yeah, what time's the news at here? Double check. At 7, okay. I mean... I did not say that, Toad, although I may have been thinking it. Yeah, we got 10 minutes till Fed speak, so I do want to probably get out of this trade before that happens. Oh man, we are close. We are super close. We'll go below this candle if we make that new high. Come on, baby. You're so dang close here. Come on, Nasdaq. You're so dang close. Let's just do it. Just get it over with. It just completely reverses from here. Oh my goodness. I will move my stop up though to much smaller. We've made it this high. We get all the way down there, I think it's likely to keep reversing. So extremely limited risk. I ain't bailing, candlestick. I ain't bailing. Gotta shoot your shot. I don't mind taking a tiny loss here on this with the possibility of catching a rally. Here we go, here we go, here we go. Yeah, baby. Let's go. Guaranteed winner on the Nasdaq. We're going to give it room. If it's going to run, we want to be a part of it. S&P is getting close to that level as well. So I will move my stop up if it crosses there. Come on, little buddy. I feel like the Nasdaq made it, and the S&P's got to make it too, right? Trade 3 charts at once. Oh my gosh, that would hurt my brain. This already hurts my brain a little bit. Alright, I don't know if the ES is going to make it. Looks like we are going to be taking profits on the Nasdaq, likely. Yep, hit on the Nasdaq for profit. And I will probably take break even on here if we get it. If we can get above my break even, we're going to take it. Ooh, what if this turns green though? What if it turns green? I'm gonna wait for this candle to close. Actually, you know what? We'll go below this candle. Come on. Yeah, we're gonna take a small loss there. Actually, yeah, no, you know what? Our win will still cover this position. I'm gonna let it ride. So even if we get stopped out, we'll still be green for the day. 5 minutes till the news. Thank you for that reminder. Thank you for that reminder, Thomas. Oh shoot, you guys aren't even watching my chart here. I'm on the ES. Likely gonna get stopped out for small loss. Just didn't quite make that high, but that's okay. We had that Nasdaq trade. Okay, there we go. Stopped out on that. And it happens. It happens. Maybe that Fed speak starting earlier than anticipated. Maybe they're saying some stuff in the back room right now. Trying to see if we'd still be in this thing if we just left our original stop. Oof, it would have came one tick away. One tick away. But at this point, I'm not going to re-enter with Fed speak. That would be reckless. So yeah, if you're not flat already, definitely be wise.
Connection lost.
Three minutes till possibly some fireworks. Yeah, that was my connection loss, Thomas. No worries if everyone's racing to check their accounts. Looks like my connection's back up though. I made at least 10 people check their charts, yeah. No, not my connection. All right, well again, be flat for the Fed speak. Wait a little bit till things calm down. I mean, maybe nothing will happen, but it's always good to be cautious. I am going to dip out from the live stream, but we'll be around via Twitter. If you guys want to follow some trade ideas throughout the day. Again, 80% off, fellas, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. If you're looking to get funded, now's the time. Great deal, and don't know when the next one's going to come around. So, anywho, thank you all for a great stream. As always, I will see you tomorrow, same time, same place. Take care, everyone.